Before we start this video, I realized that I haven't posted in a while. Yeah, a while. But the reason for this is that videos take a while, with editing, to scripts, to things like that. Forgive me for the almost 3-month-long wait, mainly due to the fact that I've ran out of ideas, or because I became demotivated with an idea. Anyways, with that out of the way, it is time to introduce our topic. The strong feeling or emotion is something people do not feel often. But when they do, or when they think they do, they love to express it greatly. As I mentioned in my previous video, toxicity is a major problem in the gaming community. But from toxicity to hate. Today we are talking about hate, and why it is one of the major factors in all of the terrible things in the gaming community.
Just leave me for somebody else. Enjoy yourself, enjoy yourself. Just leave me for somebody.
Hello everyone, I am Detective Marill, the internet's worst detective, and today I'm making another video on the greatest community in existence, in my opinion, the gaming community. Before we start this video, answer me this. Have you ever been number 1 in something, and instead of receiving messages like congrats, or that's awesome, you've gotten, you know life or nice, not letting anyone else get number 1? Why do people say things like this? If you have confirmed this isn't a joke, why aren't people more supportive and instead are hateful and spiteful? You didn't need to do anything to them, so why is it that they treat you like they did? Today we're going over things like the basics of how hate in the gaming community spreads, and what really is the difference between toxicity and hate. Let's begin. So, to begin this part of the topic, let's start with the definition of the word hate. As a verb, hate is to feel intense or passionate dislike for someone. As a noun, hate is an intense or passionate dislike. Now that we know the definition of hate, if you didn't know that of course, how can we apply this definition of hate to our community, the gaming community? Well, in my own words, I think the definition of hate in the gaming community is to have a long-term dislike, distaste, or detestment, or refutable thoughts, or of uncomfortable or toxic things for a person or thing. To put it simply, to hate someone or something is to have adaptable thoughts or dislike for someone or something that can always be long-term or short-term depending on how much they feel that they hate for that thing. I know that none of you have been thinking/wondering this whatsoever, but what really is the difference between what we know as toxicity and hate in the gaming community? Well, let me describe it in a scenario. Let's say a Rainbow Six Siege player makes a toxic remark about how people who play Warden are quote-unquote trash. But then someone changes his or her opinion, and now they don't feel that way anymore. That is toxicity. But another player thinks that all knock players are terrible and should be deleted off the face of the earth. Many players try and change his opinion, or her opinion, but it doesn't work. Their mind can't be changed. This is hate in the gaming community, and can be quite frankly described in our lives. So many places are we told that, as gamers, that our opinions are invalid, or that we as a community are important because we gamers are living on a screen instead of out there in the real world. And though we do a lot of our things on a screen, you can't just oppress gamers for being gamers. We find video games an escape from school, our problems, from life. Something all of us as gamers need to agree on is that video games is something that changed our lives, and I can very much speak on the behalf of some people. Ninja, the NTDM, Candy Roo, the list goes on. Gaming was a thing that people weren't ready for. It took the world by storm and changed the mindset of people. And to those of us who are involved in gaming, we know how it feels when people say that video games cause violence, or people become antisocial when playing video games. We know the struggles and we have to go through them. But what's worse is that when a fellow gamer attacks and insults us for your opinion on a video game. We shouldn't be like that. We should respect a gamer for their opinion and allow them to have their opinion, so long as it isn't a toxic one. That is all for the video, guys. I am Detective Marill, the internet's worst detective. If you have any video suggestions for me to make, let me know, and I will see you in the future, my dear Watson.